Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles and the home of the industry of magic and miracles. Thank you once again for joining us and allowing us to share our joy and our light of the new world with you, and for sharing your joy and your light with us as we enhance one another and continue to lift each other up through the channels that are open through this broadcast and the many, many channels that are open where we connect always, where we're always together. So hello again. Nice to see all of you and feel all of you. And especially now as these amazing energies are coming on the planet, into the planet, through us, and are ushering in the new world. Some people who are very sensitive may feel things in their body that are different. Some may see new things. Some may hear. But all are affected because the energy is pouring onto the planet. And even if you may not understand what's happening with your body or be sensitive in that way, you are starting to notice changes in people around you and how free they're becoming, even if they don't understand why. And some of the changes are subtle. Some are very powerful. A lot of us are not even feeling like we're in our body most of the time. And that's because the energies are bringing everything so close together where you feel that you're in your origin, or you feel something from somewhere you've been before, and it's all compressed, and it's an incredible feeling. So be excited because of what's coming and what's here. Most people are being drawn, and it's almost like having a light turned on in a dark room. The light penetrates everything and everyone, even the darkness is drawn to the light. I like to think of it in what's happening now. I always tend to get drawn back to the Renaissance, where, as has always been, one voice, one essence of the source came and brought forward something new. And maybe there were only a few who could go to that place initially But the one voice continued to grow like a flower, like a plant growing. And as the darkness started to realize the light was appearing and felt it had to destroy that plant or that flower, it realized that it was too late, because birds and bees had pollinated that plant and taken the seeds all over the world, so that there were many plants now. Many people felt the light. And even though the darkness tried to eliminate the one, it could not stop the light. And the energy built and grew so that it overtook the darkness. For the darkness was dominant. But just as we've talked about the human entity growing with the vision that we all have for humanity, the vision of love and harmony and perfection, and peace and justice, that energy reached a tipping point and it overtook the darkness, and the darkness had to recede. And we had the Renaissance. And so that is what's happened now. The essence has come. And we've talked about what's been planted as the world of magic and miracles. And there were a few who could hear that, who were being drawn to that new light. And seeds were dropped all over the world. And that reality bloomed beyond the one. So that now you know of the world of magic and miracles. And just like maybe the Renaissance seemed like a word, it took on an essence and a feeling of something bigger than the word. So too are the words, the world of magic and miracles. And each time you hear those words or you speak them, you feel something new, something empowering, something majestic, like the sound of a hawk. You feel every encounter through that wisdom and perfection and love. And it's because you already know, you already knew that there was a world of magic and miracles. It was just made as though they were words. And they were presented initially to your brain. But now everyone knows, and it is growing, and it's producing an industry. just like the Renaissance did, so that we will work through the world of magic and miracles. We will produce things through the world of magic and miracles. And it will be beyond technology and beyond the old way of doing business. So these times are very exciting. And it's amazing to be here with you. Even though, like I said, many times we don't know where we are because of the energy. And I realized watching Barbara and Genya's broadcast this week, which are always amazing, how the simplicity of their transmission and all our transmissions is that we're here to share our joy and light. And when I listen to them speak, I feel their love for sharing their joy and light for the world, for each person, to the world, and to each person. That is the gift we've all been given. That is the nature of our Creator. He created us to share. And everyone is incredibly passionately sharing their joy and light of the world, for the world, to the world, in their own unique and special way. Because of all the social media that exists now, you can barely go 5 minutes without someone sharing an image of a whale coming out of the water next to a boat waving, dolphins swimming alongside a surfer, a lion hugging a man, two animals that normally would be enemies lying together. And then the human experiences where things amazingly are happening. Families are reuniting, grudges being dropped. All these things and more are what's being shared. And that's the tipping point. Till the light absorbs the darkness. Many people, so much beauty to share. We're all so unique. And that is the gift that we all have, to share ourselves, to be ourselves. And that's what we do here at the Advancement Center. We're sharing our light and our joy with the world. And as we do that, we feel you doing that. And as you do it, you feel us doing it. And nothing can stop that. Nothing can stop your passion for something you love and sharing it. Kenya and I went out to listen to some live music on Wednesday night, but it was a new recording studio that was having a grand opening, basically. And a friend of ours invited us, and it was an amazing building, like a warehouse, but beautifully set up. And we met the president and the owner, and the president took us around and showed us the recording studio with the board, and first time I've been in one. And he played music and said, stand right here where the sound is perfect. And he talked about being a musician and how he'd been taken advantage of as a musician and not being paid properly. And they want to change all that. And he said many other things, but primarily it was his joy that transformed the room. There was one other person there with us who was a singer standing in the room. It was his joy that he was sharing, his light, his joy. And in that moment, he was a shining star because he transmitted his vision for the world, for humanity, for each of us. And that's what we each do. And it pops up whenever it pops up. And sometimes we just walk in a room, and that's what's transmitted, our joy and our light. So each one of you are the witnesses and the transmitters and the seeds that were dropped by the one that have come into full bloom, that have been lifted over the fence, that have overcome the darkness, that are now watching as others, consciously or unconsciously, are moving into the light and are dropping all the energy that kept them from being in harmony with love. And those seeds that were dropped and that we continue to drop are protected many times by galactic beings who are right here with us. And they're making sure that that seed has an opportunity to grow. And because the energies are so strong now, like I said earlier, it's so compressed that all the fields are right here. And you can almost feel the beings next to you, or in your room at night, or in your car, in the store, wherever you are. because it's like the veil is becoming transparent. And this energy is producing transparency. And it's producing simplicity and clarity. Just as you turn on a light in a dark room, you have clarity. And everything becomes simple because there's nothing to hide. So everything's coming up. And everything has really all been cleared. We're just moving into the new world. And this new world is right in plain sight. It's standing right next to the old world. Just as the Renaissance was standing there, as those dark ages were standing there. It's amazing. And if you stay in the new world, if you stay in your world, you can just watch the other world like a movie and not be drawn in to the negativity and the details, but watch as the darkness is absorbed by the light. Stay above the wave. It's amazing how they both exist simultaneously until one day that other world will be gone and everyone will be in the new world. And they won't remember that the light wasn't on. You're all stars shining bright, holding the light and sharing your joy and your light with the world. I'm going to read this. It's called A Star is Born. You are the universe. The universe is inside of you. It's growing and changing at the speed of light. A crescendo is building. Everything's all right. Fireworks exploding. A celebration all the time. The music is playing your song as you continue to shine. A star is now born. You're exploding with light. All is right with the world, and there's nothing to fight. Things are changing so fast. On the wings of a dove, the rebirth of the true you. All you can do now is love. You are the universe. There's no denying this. You are the universe. It's your light we can't resist. There's something inside us that I can't fully explain. This mystery called life. It's beginning again. Place within each of us the stuff that made all things, stardust and sparkles, and the music that makes you sing. You have the power. It's time to start to light up the world from within your own heart. As above, so below, as inside, so out. A reflection of your brilliance. You are creator, no doubt. You are the universe. There's no denying this. You are the universe. It's your light we can't resist. Forgiveness. I am forgiveness. I have come to take your hand. Many things will soon be disclosed that you could never understand. Your natural reaction will be shock, followed by anger and hate. I've come to share my essence with you so you won't retaliate. I can see the bigger picture. You know I always have. Standing at the right hand of Creator, your quick reactions make me feel so sad. Resist entering the war that is in your heart. When your energy comes from that place, it keeps us torn apart. Many have died and sacrificed at the hands of the so-called church, and even more by the beings who run the show. They were never meant to be on this earth. All their deeds will be known. It will be difficult to see. They will be sent off this planet unless they change their frequency. Those that have gave their life did not do it in vain. They knew this day was coming and the end of this brutal game. They are standing with me, ushering in the new world, full of peace, harmony, and compassion for every man, woman, boy, and girl. We're more powerful than any negative energy. Of this I've always known. The human entity that was created with love will take us back home. May these next few words be your companion as you move into the light of the new world. Forgiveness, I see you. You are the way out. Forgiveness, I choose you, though I want to scream and shout. Forgiveness, I thank you. You will save my life. Forgiveness, I've known you. I'll put down the knife. I'll put down the gun. I'll put down the blame. Take my hand off the trigger. That would kill me the same. You've been here forever, and I've done things too. There was a time in my life when I desperately needed you. You poured out on me without judgment or blame, and because of your grace, I was set free from shame. I'll forgive, though it's hard. I'll forgive, so I won't be scarred. I'll forgive to set myself free. I'll forgive because it's been done for me. I'll forgive, though it's hard. I'll forgive, so I won't be scarred. I'll forgive to set myself free. I'll forgive because it's been done for me. And finally, just a reminder of who we all are and who you are. The words from the invitation You're a shining star. And that's one of my favorite songs. And we were performing it at our show. And those words are, you're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Have an amazing day. Celebrate your star. Share your joy and light. I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a star-filled magical future. Thank you.